The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the webinar today. I guess it's good afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. I'll wait just another minute to see if anyone else is going to join us, and then we'll get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So welcome to our webinar today on the brand new Cloud Appointment Book. We're all very excited about the launch of this brand new feature. Today we are going to cover just that, hot tips for the new Cloud Appointment Book. Okay, so just as always, a few things first. The duration of the webinar will be about 30 minutes, including the Q&A session. My microphone is on and everyone else has been automatically muted. Your speakers must be turned on to hear this webinar. So you guys, if you can't hear me, I am talking, so hopefully you're going to turn them on now. And questions will be taken during the webinar or at the end of the webinar as well. So you can just use the chat box or the questions section to send those through. All right, so here's the deal. This is what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, why you need the Cloud Appointment Book in your life today, how you can provide an amazing guest experience with the Cloud Appointment Book, how you can achieve that work-life balance, and ways it can help your day-to-day business, and a few other things as well. Okay, so introducing our Cloud Appointment Book. So it's a fully functioning mobile appointment book that you can use anytime, anywhere. So you guys, the Cloud Appointment Book is an extension of your Shortcuts Fusion appointment book, meaning that whatever shows up in your install-based appointment book in Shortcuts will now be available via the cloud. View upcoming appointments, make new appointments, access client records, and add tasks as you need to without actually having to walk back to the front desk to do this. It's basically the best features from your Fusion appointment book, but in the cloud. Again, and all you need to access this, you guys, will be an internet connection in either in your salon or wherever you might be trying to use the Cloud Appointment Book. Okay, I'm going to stop during this and ask if you guys have any questions, because I know, again, it's a very exciting new feature. And so if you guys do have questions about this, I do want to stop and answer them. Looks like everyone's okay so far. Okay, so I just wanted to actually play a video here. This is from our Learning Center. I wanted to go ahead and play a video here. We just talked about introducing the Cloud Appointment Book, and so I just want to go over the video that we have in the Learning Center that actually goes through some of the features and a little more depth. Whoops. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay, so as I said, it's portable cloud-based solution. It is a seamless integration with Shortcuts Fusion. You can make appointments, manage client records on a mobile device or on your tablet, however you'd like to do that within the store. When your guest arrives, you can greet them and welcome them kind of concierge style instead of having to take them to the front desk. So if I arrive it in the Cloud Appointment Book, it arrives it in Fusion as well. while your guest is in the chair, you can kind of help to get that more personalized experience. You can view client history notes or enter them. Schedule future appointments for customers. And all in all, free up the front desk. You can have multiple devices. Staff can access these features, leaving the front desk open for checking out customers. Okay. Manage information in Shortcuts Fusion, and it instantly updates the cloud appointment book. Okay, it also reflects changes to the schedule, as well as changes to employee capabilities. And it's a real-time, seamless data synchronization. And these are all the things we're syncing to the cloud appointment book at the moment. So client info and history, appointments and tags, opening hours, employee info and bios, the schedule, as well as employee capabilities. Okay, so really we want to help you provide that ultimate guest experience. All the features you love from Fusion in a portable appointment book. Okay, so there's a question, how do you get to the cloud appointment book? Do you just go to the Shortcuts console? So there's actually a video in just a moment where I'll show you what we need to do. It is a separate website, but you do use your console username and password. Oh, so it's going to play it again for me. Okay, so what's so great about it? So here's why we think you need this in your life pretty much ASAP. It work with flexibility that suits you, your business, and your lifestyle. So if you're an owner that wants to give mobility to, making appointments and to your staff within the store, that's perfect. It's also something that you can access outside of the salon as well, and basically have that full view of the appointment book. Okay, so again, achieve mobility in the salon, rebook clients anytime from anywhere, provide a really great, kind of concierge style experience. So the customer doesn't have to go to the front desk to rebook their appointment. They don't have to go to the front desk to check in. Okay. Okay. There's a question about whether or not the cloud is an upcharge or an additional cost from what you're paying. The cloud appointment book is actually included in all of our new Shortcuts packages. So all we would need to do is roll you onto one of our new packages. It's not necessarily an add-on or an upcharge. You just have to be on one of our new packages. Okay, so we had the question just a moment ago on how do I get to the cloud? How do I access it? So I'm going to show you a video right now on how to access it, how you log in, and kind of how you can then, if you have multiple locations, manage the sites, flip back and forth between the locations and so on. So logging into the cloud appointment book, switching between sites, and finding your way around. So the website, you guys, is pointofsale.shortcutsoftware.com or pos.shortcutsoftware.com. As I mentioned, you do use your regular console username and password to log in to pos.shortcutsoftware.com. Okay, this is something we have to turn on for you though. Okay, so for those of you that are not on a tier package or one of our new packages, we will need to get this hooked up for you. So up at the right, it shows the user that's logged in, and it also shows the site you're currently looking at. but you can see I can easily toggle to another location, and then it will let me see the appointment book or customers from that particular location. The operations section lets me go to customers and or appointments. Okay. In the customer section here, you can see down at the bottom, you can add a new customer. Okay, and then you also have on the left-hand side the search for customer section. So this search is actually probably a little bit smarter than your Fusion search, because as you can see, if I type in just JON, it pulls up anybody that has those results in their name. Okay, I can look for clients through the whole company or just the site if you have multiple locations. If I go back, it'll allow me to then go to the appointment book. Okay. Down at the bottom, you can see that you have your navigation buttons just as you do in Fusion. Okay, and up across the top, just as you would see your employees, you see Anna and James and Lucy and so on. Okay, and you can see it looks very much like your Fusion appointment book. I can access the calendar just as I can in Fusion. Okay, that little red line tells us what time it is today. Okay, it also gives us a booking percentage or a productivity percentage for the day right next to the employee's name. And I also have the week view just as I do in Fusion as well, where I can pull up one employee for a week. Okay, or two. So if I click on James or Lucy and click week view, I can see both of them side by side for the entire week. Okay, so before I move on to our next slide, do we have any questions about the website, how I log in, switching between sites, or any of the stuff we just talked about in the basics of the Cloud Appointment Book? Okay, so again, you guys, I can do so much of what I can do in Fusion. I can book appointments, reschedule appointments, manage appointments. I can update client records, and that syncs seamlessly down to your Fusion. I can update formulas or visit notes, or if I updated those in Fusion, I can easily see those in the Cloud Appointment Book as well. Okay. So provide a tip-top guest experience. So again, I can arrive guests without making them line up at the front desk. So, you know, I can walk up to them when I see them walk in with my tablet or with my mobile device and arrive them from the Cloud Appointment Book if there are people lined up at the front desk to check out. I can rebook their next appointment while they're still lounging in the chair or maybe even in a treatment room. I can check their history right there so I can see what did they get done, you know, last time while I'm standing right at the chair with them. I can check on their visit notes or their formulas that I did last time without having to print out paper or having to go back to the point of sale. I can update their details as well, again, from the privacy of a treatment room or without me having to leave the chair, asking them to, fill out a card. And it just really helps us to provide an even more personalized and attentive guest experience, because the less you have to leave their side, the more, fluid that visit is going to be with that customer without, having to leave and go find their formula or send them to the front desk to rebook and so on. Okay, so discover that work-life balance. So it gives you the opportunity to switch off for that well-deserved break that we all know you guys need, and know that you can still log into your business pretty much at any time from your smartphone or from a tablet or even from a home computer and check on the salon or the barbershop and see how it's going. And then, of course, you guys, when life gets busy, you can access your appointment book anytime, anywhere, on the go. Whether you're out getting coffee, running some errands, or even if you're just taking, again, that well-deserved break and you're just in front of a TV with your kiddos or with your dog. Okay. Again, you guys, remember, if you have any questions, just pop them in the chat box or the questions section, and we can cover those. Okay. Now, I've probably said this quite a few times already, but I just want to reiterate the fact that we can rebook clients anytime, anywhere. Again, before, we had to send them to the front desk to rebook their appointment in the salon. So we free up the front desk by rebooking clients from anywhere in the salon using tablets or our mobile devices. Yes, we had anywhere before, you guys, but that was really only a single view of your column. So now you'd actually be able to see everybody at once. Okay. Rebook clients while they're relaxing in the chair or a treatment room. So rebooking that next appointment before we even let them get up and go to the front desk, and leaving that to our front desk to do, or somebody else in the store to do. Also being able to rebook clients while you're out and about. So hopefully we feel you won't actually miss these opportunities anymore to get customers in. Okay, looks like I might have a question here. So there's a question, does this replace Shortcuts Anywhere? It seems fairly similar to the program currently used with Shortcuts. So it doesn't replace Anywhere in the fact that if you want your employees to be able to access the appointment book outside of their scheduled hours, they will still need to use Anywhere to do that. The Cloud Appointment Book is really designed to be a more mobile appointment book within the store or for owners outside of the business. Okay, and it is different in the fact that with Anywhere, you can only see one employee at a time. And with the Cloud Appointment Book, it's actually much more robust, where it's basically a copy of your Fusion appointment book, and there is more functionality within the Cloud Appointment Book as well. Okay, there's a question from Debbie here. Will we be able to print out this presentation to view it again later? Actually, you guys, we record all of our webinars, so probably within a few days it will be up on our website and you'll be able to just watch it again. Okay, there's also a question here, will we still have access to use Anywhere if we choose not to go with the appointment book in the cloud? And the answer is yes. Anywhere is not going anywhere right now. I would say, you guys, at some point, this might replace Anywhere, but not at the moment. As I said, if you want your employees to be able to access their appointments outside of their scheduled hours, they will still need to use Anywhere to do that. Hey, we just have another member here. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Just saying that he tried to log in to the cloud, but he can't. That's because it's something we need to switch on for you. So again, you have to be on one of our new Shortcuts packages in order to use the Cloud Appointment Book. So I'll give you some information at the end on how you can contact customer care to get set up for that. Okay, cool. Okay, looks like everybody is good. Okay, so how do I get my hands on it? So again, you guys, you have to be on one of our new Shortcuts packages in order, because the new packages actually include the Cloud Appointment Book. So again, it's not necessarily an add-on or an upsell. It's just something where you get access once you're on one of our new packages. So to learn more about it, you can go to this website here, shortcuts.net/cloud-appointment-book, and that will take you to the information page on our website. Okay. You guys, also our Learning Center has some pretty detailed videos about the Cloud Appointment Book as well. So if you go to shortcuts.net, up at the top on the right, click on support, and then go to the drop-down item called Learning Center. And in the Shortcuts Fusion Learning Center, you will find all the videos on the Cloud Appointment Book. Okay, so it's time for our Q&A, which we've already kind of been doing. Let me see if we have any more questions here. Okay, so the question is, does this mean that Shortcuts now hosts our server? The answer is no. You still need your installed Fusion server in your store. The Cloud Appointment Book actually synchronizes from the Fusion installed Shortcuts version in your location. So it's just that one step closer to the cloud, but it is still very much a hybrid model where you do need the Fusion installation in the store in order to function the Cloud Appointment Book. And this also, you guys, is not a point of sale, so you still need Fusion to check out your customers, to do your inventory, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so just another question about how the licensing works, or how do we get access to the Cloud Appointment Book. So again, you guys, you do have to be on one of our new Shortcuts packages. So you would want to just speak to your account representative about that. So for those of you that are single sites or not one of our enterprise customers, you can just email your customer care USA at shortcuts.net. For any of you that are enterprise customers, you would contact your account manager that you deal directly with, and they'd be able to give you some information about how we can get you hooked up with this. So there's another question here. So does the cloud only work when the salon is open? As an owner or a site manager, you'd be able to access the Cloud Appointment Book pretty much any time. With the employee role in the Cloud Appointment Book, they can only access it during their scheduled hours. So if you're the owner of the store, you can access the Cloud Appointment Book at any time as long as your computer is running at the location. So Shortcuts doesn't have to be open. Your server just has to be on and synchronizing with our online services, just as it does for online booking or anywhere or those online products. So again, you guys, if you do have further questions or interested in getting onto one of our packages so you can use the Cloud Appointment Book, you can email customer care USA at shortcuts.net, or you can call us directly if you're local, 714-622-6600. For those of you that are our Canadian clients and friends, the toll-free number 866-678-7324. Okay. And again, don't forget that you can go to our website to get some more information. So shortcuts.net/cloud-appointment-book. Okay. There's a question. Did you say employees can only access this during their working hours? That is correct. So employees that you give the security access of employee in the Cloud Appointment Book, they'd only be able to access during their scheduled hours. So if you want them to be able to access the appointment book on their day off, they would still need to use Anywhere to do that. Okay, so I'll stay on for a couple more minutes if anybody has any more questions. Looks like you guys are pretty interested in this feature. Like I said, we are very excited about it here. Again, you know, you can have it on multiple devices. It kind of cuts down on the need to have so many extra terminals in the store for those of you that do run multiple terminals, because you can now access a lot of that via a tablet or a mobile device in the store. Okay, well, it looks like most everybody got their questions answered here. You guys, if you think of questions afterwards, you can always email the education team if you're just looking for information about how it works, and that's education@shortcuts.net. If you want to chat to your account manager, customer care USA@shortcuts.net, or either one of these phone numbers here for you to get access to them. And again, for those of you that are one of our enterprise customers, please contact your direct account manager to get some information about this as well. You guys, thank you so much for joining today. I hope you are all as excited as I am about this new feature, and hopefully we'll have a lot of you using it very shortly. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope you join us next time for our next new exciting feature coming down the line.